Hi learners, in this video today I have some movie suggestions for you which I would say that do watch before your exam because that's really going to help you. That's really going to help in your preparations and it's going to help you better understand things and in better retention, okay? Because movies, they really help. Movies and series, they really help, and especially as a literature student, I have been doing this since my graduation and trust me, it really helped. Okay, now the first movie which I would like to suggest, actually it's a series, it's the BBC adaptation of Pride and Prejudice starring Colin Firth. It's a classical adaptation, it's very good, and I would highly recommend that watch this because Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice itself is a canonical work. You cannot miss this, and that is why I would suggest watch this particular series. It's just 4 episodes. The second one is a series again, it's Tudors. Now, Tudors, this is based on the reign of King Henry VIII, who belonged to the Tudor dynasty. So that is why the name Tudors. In case you do not know, Henry VIII, he was the father of Queen Elizabeth I, and he is a very important figure in the history of English literature. It's a very, very good series. It's 4 seasons, I know, it's a long commitment, but then again, it's going to give you a brilliant, brilliant idea about how things were, how things used to function and how people were. I personally believe जब आप ऐसा series और movies देखते हैं लिटरेचर से रिलेटेड या उस टाइम पीरियड से रिलेटेड, आपको बहुत सारी चीज़ें ना जब आप टेक्स्ट पढ़ रहे होते हैं आपको ऑटोमेटिकली समझ में आ जाती हैं. आपको ज़्यादा मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ती उन चीज़ों के लिए और ऑब्वियसली आप ज़्यादा देर तक रिटेन कर पाते हो. The next thing that I would want to suggest is a movie. So in case you are not interested in that particular series, which is a long commitment, you can obviously go ahead and watch this movie titled The Other Boleyn Girl. Now, Other Boleyn Girl is based on this famous relationship of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. Anne Boleyn was the second wife of Henry VIII and उसकी वजह से Henry VIII ने कैथोलिक चर्च को ना हिला के रख दिया था. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, मतलब बहुत बहुत उस बंदे ने कारनामे किए थे कि जिसकी वजह से वो कैथोलिक चर्च पूरा हिल के रह गया था. तो इन केस यू आर नॉट रियली able to set aside the time for watching that particular series, The Tudors, I would say at least watch The Other Boleyn Girl. It's a movie, okay? The fourth one is again a movie titled Elizabeth. Elizabeth starring Kate Blanchett. Again, it's a very good movie based on the life of Queen Elizabeth, the daughter of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. तो उनकी जो बेटी थी वो थी Elizabeth and she became later Queen Elizabeth I, जिसके नाम पर Elizabethan age है पूरा. Again, it's a very good movie, so watch that. The fifth one is The Pilgrim's Progress. Now, this is an important text for the paper also. And in case you have trouble remembering the sequence of the events or what all happen in that particular work, I would suggest that watch this particular one. It's an animated movie. It's really good and I think you will enjoy it. Animation movies वैसे भी हम सब enjoy करते हैं, हम सबको वैसे भी बहुत मज़ा आता है animation movie देखने में. तो I'm sure आपको ये वाला movie भी अच्छा लगेगा और आपको ना अच्छे से याद रहेगा फॉर द लॉन्गर ड्यूरेशन कि कौन सी इवेंट कब होती है, कब कैसे आता है, क्या हुआ था. तो यू विल एंजॉय दिस. ओके, एंड आई थिंक यू आर गोइंग टू थैंक मी लेटर फॉर सेविंग यू कि अच्छा आपने मैंने आपको उसको याद करने से बचा दिया. एक टेक्स्ट तो आपका वैसे ही साइड में हो जाएगा फिर बिकॉज यू वुड हैव वॉच्ड दिस मूवी. आपको कैरेक्टर्स वगैरह सब याद रहेंगे फिर. Now, obviously, I have many more movies and series suggestions for you guys, but then I have just limited myself to these 5 important ones. There are other important ones also, and in case you guys would like to see me make a video on that and you want more suggestions, do let me know. I would be happy to do that. Also, just let me know in the comment section below that which ones have you watched. Okay, and which movies do you guys like which were related to the field of English literature? आपको किस में मज़ा आया था, आपको कौन सी अच्छी लगी थी? I would really love to hear that. एंड बाकी लोगों को भी एक सजेशन मिल जाएगा. तो लेट्स जस्ट टर्न द कमेंट सेक्शन इनटू अ मूवी रिकमेंडेशन सेक्शन जहाँ पर आपको सारे अलग अलग मूवीज आप एक दूसरे को रिकमेंड कर रहे हैं. आई वुड रियली लाइक टू सी दैट. बिफोर एंडिंग आई वुड जस्ट लाइक टू से दिस अगेन दैट मूवीज देखना बहुत बहुत अच्छा तरीका रहता है टू प्रिपेयर बिकॉज आपको आधी चीज़ें तो ऐसे ही रिटेन हो जाती हैं. आपको कैरेक्टर्स देखो कई बार क्या होता है ना that जब they are adapting into a movie, it might happen that they might alter some things, like they might alter a few things because there's always this debate where people say that movies are movies they ruin the text, but then that, yes, that in case इन मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस दैट इज़ ट्रू. बट हम यहाँ पर क्यों देख रहे हैं मूवीज़? हम यहाँ पर मूवीज़ इसलिए देख रहे हैं ताकि एटलीस्ट हमें कैरेक्टर्स के नाम तो याद रहेंगे, हमें एटलीस्ट बेसिक स्टोरी क्या है वो तो याद रहेगा, है ना, कि किस एरा में कैसे ड्रेसअप होते थे लोग, हाउ थिंग्स वर, हाउ पीपल यूज टू बिहेव, एटलीस्ट वो तो याद रहेगा. एंड whenever you are watching an adaptation, I would only say this, that go to the internet and look for the best one, right? Because people have already seen the movie and they're telling you that this is a good one, this is a bad one. I'll give you one example. Like recently, I think it was last year, that this particular adaptation of Jane Austen's Persuasion came, which starred Dakota Johnson. And I did not like that at all. मैंने उसको आधे में छोड़ दिया था. So that is why, you also have to you can always go to the internet to figure that out. Like if you take an example of the Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights is again a novel which has been adapted into movies several times. So go to the internet, find out which is the best one, and watch that particular one. When I was in my BA and MA, I have done this a lot. And मतलब जो भी सारे टेक्स्ट होते थे ना प्रिस्क्राइब्ड सिलेबस के अंदर, सबसे पहले मैं मूवीज़ देखती थी उनके बारे में ताकि मेरे को एक आइडिया लग जाए. एंड देन आई वुड स्टडी द वर्क्स. बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आते थे क्योंकि मेरे दिमाग में हर कैरेक्टर की जो इमेज थी ना वो छप जाती थी कि ये कैरेक्टर ऐसा है, दिखता है, ऐसा दिखता है, ऐसे बिहेव करते हैं. एंड देन आपको बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आती हैं सारी चीज़ें. एटलीस्ट दिस इज़ वॉट आई यूज टू डू एंड दैट रियली वर्क फॉर मी. ऑल्सो if you enroll in my online course, you will see that while I am giving lectures, I'm a huge movie buff and I am constantly giving you suggestions for the movies, for the series inside my lectures itself. Like because I would suggest कि ये वाला series देखिए, ये वाला movie देखिए, उस वाले को देखा था आपने, इस वाले को देखा था, because that is how students learn, because that is what it makes it interesting and that is something that always piques the interest of the students. So this is what I have been doing in my lectures, in my online lecture series also. In case you are interested in knowing more about the lecture, you can just visit my website theankitajain.com and you can always reach out through WhatsApp also. We'll be more than happy to help you. On that note, I'll take your leave. Take care and all the best.